welcome to HQ. My name is Scott. I'll be taking care of you tonight. Is this your first time quizzing with us? Yeah? Well, I should say, first of all, welcome to our communal table. As you can see, there is room for over 1 million of you here, so that is why we do ask you to check your coats. Let me explain how we do things a little differently around here. We offer a prefix menu of 15 questions. There you go. They start easy, they get progressively more challenging to the palate, and that's going to be $25,000. But if you get through all 15 questions, the meal's on us. Yes, we'll give you $25,000 actual dollars if you can eat all 15 courses. You got that? Okay, so I'll give you a minute to think about all that. In the meantime, I've got a few shout-outs to make. Let's see, Rob from Iowa is here. Beth Braithwaite, welcome. The Perry family. Sophie, Eliana says hi. My hero, Chase, who proves it's okay to be different. Morgan S. Happy birthdays to some of our guests tonight. Allie Millen, Jay Belk, Brian Moorhead, Jake Ferrens, Dave McGonigal, Julia Knopf, Kevin Five, Macy Arcaro, Michael Bateman, Ashley with 2 E's, Melissa Pike, Katz, Tiger and Simba, the Florida State University College of Law first years, Miranda Barclay recovering from a car accident, hope you're feeling better, Taylor and Vincent playing HQ on their New York City honeymoon, the J girls, Jules, Julian, and Jaden Schwartz, and Aaron Wolanski, currently in labor. I hear that baby's not coming out. You know what I say? Get out, baby! I do want to remind you that we are a plant-based, vegan, curious quiz. All of our questions are made from all-natural, organic, grass-fed, locally sourced, small batch, sustainably harvested, kid-tested, mother-approved, keto, paleo, Jurassic, preservative-free, cage-free, dairy-free, soy-free, gluten-free, gluten-free, low-cal, cold-pressed, hand-foraged, nut-adjacent, hypoglycemic, reclaimed, artisanal trivia. Have you made up your minds? Excellent choice. All 1.65 million of you. Oh, sorry, HQs, that's what we call our guests here tonight. So anyway, I'll be right back with some complimentary tapenade and crostini. Those are flavor-free, and we'll get down to the nitty-gritty. How does that sound? All right, let's get this show on the road. Your first dish is a Latin fusion. We call it Cumero Numero Uno. Which of these is not a common type of underwear? B-beard, briefs, or boxers? Not a common type. I mean, Bear Grylls supports his undercarriage with a B-beard, but for the rest of us, keep the B-beards on your face. Or better yet, don't keep a B-beard at all. They're dangerous. Google B-beard gone wrong. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. 1,618,065 of you are going to be fighting on tonight to Q2. The rest of you, your stay at Shea HQ has been brief. Tonight, Q2, a person who can't decide something is said to be sitting on the what? Blockchain, dock of the bay, or fence? I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Yes, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. And I'm wasting your time by singing Otis because the answer is fence. Yeah, no hidden fences tonight. 1,517,074 are feeling decisive about winning HQ and getting Q3. When referring to the rodent, which of these is the correct plural form of mouse? Mouses, octopi, or mice? Oh no, asking about plural forms again. Octopi? No, these guys are awfully cute or awfully irritating if they're loose in your kitchen. But if there's more than one mouse in your house, you should refer to them as mice, baby. 1,489,364 of you are danger mice and modest mice. Scurrying on to Q4, I can't believe several thousand of you thought it was octopi. What does the A in the biological acronym DNA stand for? Ardent, acid, or adenine? Octopi strikes again, and for at least 3,000 of you there. Ouchie, wowie. I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Do you got the right answer? Just be glad I didn't ask what DN stands for. It's deoxyribonucleic. But more essential in describing what kind of acid DNA is, you need it. DNA is acid. A is the acid in DNA. 876,242 are dropping acid tonight. The rest dropping out of the quiz. Over 600,000 you almost. Whoa, boy, we lost a lot of you there. Q5. What is the capital of the North Star State? Austin, Juneau, or St. Paul? We started with over 1.6 million. We lost about half of you on the single question Q4. Brutal. I hope you didn't confuse the North Star with the Lone Star State. Even though it's not as far north as Alaska, Minnesota is the Star State. Why the hockey team was called the Minnesota North Star. Shout out Brian Bellows, Mike Badato, and Sweet Lou from the Sioux. The capital of Minnesota, St. Paul. Of course, St. Paul, one of the Twin Cities. And look at this, a savage question at Q5. 207,383 are going to be getting Q6. But for the rest of you, out at Q6, you fell victim to the savagery over almost 700,000. But we have 207,383 St. Paul Saints following the North Star to Q6. Which of these investments takes longest to mature? T-bonds, T-notes, or T-bills? Mr. T. Petty's the fool who doesn't know what the T stands for. It's Treasury. Yeah, T-bills have the quickest turnaround, maturing in a year or less. T-notes stretch things out a little longer, paying off in 2 to 10 years. But T-bonds play the ultimate long game, starting at 20 years, 166,373. Word is bond. You are bonding onto Q7 tonight. A lot of host-quiz bonding going on here. Q7, the mnemonic King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk, is used to remember what? Moons of Saturn, noble gases, or metric prefixes? King Henry. I know Prince Louis Arthur is drinking Kate's milk now. King Henry, was he lactose intolerant? He's living that hemp milk life? Say it with me now. Kilo, hecto, deca, deci, centi, milli. That is one seriously metric series of prefixes. Metric prefix is your answer here. 56,075. Not getting tricked. Almost 100,000 you did. So sorry for your loss. Q8. Which of these states is home to the tallest structure in the Western Hemisphere? Washington, New York, or North Dakota? Where's the Western Hemisphere? Wait, are we in it right now? Oh, at least I am. I don't know where you're playing from. North Dakota does not have many particularly tall buildings, but if you look closely, you'll see it does have the KVLY TV mast, the tallest freestanding TV antenna in the world and tallest man-made structure in the Western Hemisphere, 2,063 feet tall, and we have a 6,341-foot savage question at Q8. We just lost 50K down to 6,341, competing for $25,000, lest we forget. Standing tall are the 6,341 HQDs for Q9. Which of these is an anagram of 12 plus 1? 11 plus 2, 21 elves, or 12 one-ups? 480,000 players watching with bated breath to see what happens tonight. It's getting tense early. Are you ready to have your minds blown? I mean, really, are you ready for the funnest of all fun math facts? If you take the numerical version of 12 plus 2, it anagrams to 11 plus 2. You move the 1 around to the end, you switch the plus sign with 2, right? But also spelled out, 12 plus 1 is an anagram of 11 plus 2. Mind blown. 4,256 knew it, apparently, just some pedestrian fact for you. But 5,000 of you are with me on that one. Wowie, zowie. We're down to 4,256 for Q10. Guns N' Roses once wrote a song with the same title as what author's most famous work? J.D. Salinger, F. Scott Fitzgerald, or Truman Capote? 2008's Chinese Democracy was the long-awaited and little disappointing follow-up from Guns N' Roses. But no matter. Track 7 is called Catcher in the Rye, the magnum opus of Juris Dr. Salinger. J.D. Salinger's your answer. Another savage question at Q10. There's no avoiding your fate tonight, folks. 3,000 of you gone. Poof. Kaput. Bupkis. But 868 are left. You're the most horrific HQs I've ever seen in my life. The rest of you, just a bunch of phonies. You couldn't get it to the end tonight, but we have 868 left for Q11. Which of the following cities is not home to an inaugural NHL team? Pittsburgh, Chicago, or Detroit? And come on, I do love you, HQs. No matter if you got out at Q10 or Q1, you're all good to me, baby. NHL, do you know your hockey? Do you remember 1967? If you do, you're my dad. If you don't, you might still know that's when the NHL expanded from 6 to 12 teams. One of those new teams, the Pittsburgh Penguins. They joined the original 6, Chicago Blackhawks, Detroit Red Wings, but Pittsburgh was an expansion team, and 531 are expanding tonight, getting Q12 going 5-hole. On to Q12. Whose Twitter handle comes first in alphabetical order? Ellen DeGeneres, Neil Patrick Harris, or LeBron James? Now, if you ranked these Twitterati by number of followers, the dancing dervish Ellen DeGen comes first, then Lebron, then NPH, but in ABC order, it's at actually NPH, coming before at King James, coming before The Ellen Show. But what does it matter? Twitter is dead. 216, no thousands here. 216, that's it, are still alive after Q12. There are 3 questions left for $25,000. This is life-changing money at Q13. Which of these is a character from the 1980s cartoon series titled Ghostbusters? Slimer, Ray Stantz, or Eddie Spencer Jr.? Ghostbusters! Is it that Ghostbusters I'm talking about? Let's rewind. Before the 1984 movie Ghostbusters, with which we're all familiar, there was an unrelated live-action TV show made in 1975 called The Ghostbusters. And after that movie was a hit, cartoon versions of both franchises were rushed into production. The first to air was Ghostbusters, following Jake Kong Jr. and Eddie Spencer Jr.
Well, let's get the team together. Ghostbusters front and center!
Yes, they played the sons of the original ghost-busting detectives from the 1975 show, and just as I thought, another savage question at Q13. Unlucky Q13 for 200 HQTs. There are now 30 left. I've slipped into a weird accent. I'm going to go back to my regular voice for Q14. Which nation's flag features a simple geometric form meant to resemble the nation's shape? Bosnia and Herzegovina, Nepal, or Argentina? Now, only a few flags represent the shape of the country in any way. I'm thinking of the detailed outlines on Cyprus and Kosovo's flags. But while Nepal's flag is actually triangular in shape, the only one, it's the yellow right triangle on Bosnia and Herzegovina's flag that is meant to approximate the shape of the territory. And we are down to our 13 finalists. 13! The 13th floor elevators. You made it this far. $25,000 could be yours. Maybe you buy a car. If you can answer Q15, the final question. It all boils down to this. From nearly 2 million HQTs, we are down to our 13 finalists at numero 15. The last line spoken by Shakespeare's Romeo and Othello both include what word? Sleep, kiss, or heart? Shakespeare. To be or not to be a winner, that is the question, my dear Yoriks. Spoiler alert, neither of these plays has a happy ending. Both titular characters shuffle off their mortal coils, and as you might expect, they both say the word die, but as they are both deeply in love, they're so in love. Their final lines also share another word. Kiss. Kiss is the answer, and 3 of you are our big-time winners tonight, baby! Go crazy, folks! Go crazy! And then there were 3. From nearly 2 million to start the game, 3 of you survived all 15 questions. You knew it. You got it right. You used your brains. $8,333 plus 33 cents. Yeah, we're giving you 33 cents on top of all of that to Snowtop fried. I know this word. Colicin, right? Fried colicin. It's a prehistoric shark. I had those shark gummies, and I'm pretty sure colicins were part of them. And D.H. Kendall, much easier name to say. D.H. Kendall, designated hitter, $8,333.33 to the 3 HQ champions tonight. Folks, I haven't seen a game that exciting in months. Truly, that was one for the ages. That's all for tonight, folks. Please tip your wait staff. Exit through the side doors. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We're back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Every night, HQ's live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be off for a few days. I'm Scott Rogowski signing off for tonight saying, shine on, you crazy HQs. And remember, it's a big man to cry. but it takes a bigger man to laugh at that man. Deep thoughts from Jack Andy. Good night, everybody!